Now ask your horses to do a slower walk. And then when they do the slower walk, soften the rein and let them go forward again. And then go back to the slower walk. But I don't want you to lengthen the rein. I just want you to soften. So soften means you keep the same length of rein that you had in the slow walk, and you just soften it so you can walk more forward. It's even shorter rein. So he looks like he's on holiday, right? Shorten those reins up even more. That's it. There you go. Good. Okay, now show me your slow walk. Slower, Andrea. Slower. Slower. You tap them up as you slow them down. This is your chance to use your whip now, Angela. Slow walk. Tap them up. Good. And then a forward walk. Good. And then a slow walk again. That's the idea. While you're doing this exercise, you're still asking for a bend, and you're still pushing them towards the outside rein. So a slow walk, and then tap them up, Angela, to make the slow walk more accurate. And of course you're going to say, wow, this is a slow walk. Like, this is hard. Because you're not letting them decide how slow they're going. You're forcing them to go slow. And then tap them up and go forward again. Good. And we're not schooling the walk. We're schooling their ability to yield and soften in the contact. And be round over their back. You can only do this exercise if you do the exercise you just did. Right? Otherwise, your horses will just be moping along. You have to demonstrate that you can go forward. Okay, good. When they soften and go round and accept the slower walk and go forward, go ahead and pick up your trot again. That's the idea. You got it. Good. Okay, and at the trot, show me that you can increase the trot. Again, you have to go right back to what the priority is, which is, can you go forward? And then you have to decide where you can go forward. How you doing, Mel? Okay?
Yeah, I walk like that.
Good. Yeah, I noticed that he yielded a little bit more in the contact. So now do what you did at the walk, but make the focus not on the slow trot, on the forward trot. So what you're going to do is create a forward trot, and then you're going to slow it down by just, getting them to compress and slow the walk down a little bit. But you're not going to focus on the slow down part like you did at the walk. You're going to focus on the go forward part again. So the same thing. You're saying big trot, get them to soften and slow down. But don't focus on the slow down part. Go back to forward again. But then say to yourself, I'm allowed to slow it down if I have it forward. And so pick your parts of the ring again where you can say, can I ask my horse to go forward in these places? And the slowing down is going to be brief. That's it, Angela. Good. Now, Angela, make sure you bring the nostril to the inside while you're doing all these things as well. So he's thinking that you do want some inside positioning. That's the challenge and with it. Remember, this is a forward exercise. The trot is a swinging gait. So you're not going to make the priority the slow down part like we did at the walk. Okay, Dora. And back to walk. And right away at the walk, ask for the exercise. Can you slow the walk down a little bit and soften the horse? Can you move the walk forward again? That's the idea. And as a don't be so generous with the rein length. That's the idea. Good. And go ahead and change direction. Turn on the haunches this time. Hey, Gail. Sure. I'd love that. Just black cookies. Yeah. Thanks, Gail. There you go, Mel. That's the idea. Now he's thinking, I'm going to accept her contact. I'm going to let her bend me and give her around her outline. Because you spent all that time getting his background. Remember, you've earned the right to have a stronger contact now, right? Because you've just pushed your horses forward. So when you're ready, go back to the walk on the right. And ask your horses if they'll slow the walk so slow, it's going to seem ridiculous. And then as they seem soft in that slower walk, soften the rein without making the rein longer and let them go forward again. And you can tap with your whip while he's going slow, so he's got to keep walking. Because he's saying, wow, this is really slow, Angela. This is good. So tap him up so he knows the answer is to stay slow, but you're going to tap him up and he's got to soften his jaw and bend and soften. Tap him up. Tap, tap again. Very good. Now soften. But don't let the reins go long, because he's going to think, oh, I just have to do that and the reins get thrown away. You're saying, no, he's in work now. He has to stay focused. That's the idea, Mel. Good. Now try not to let him fall in so much. And if he falls in, drag him out. Don't feel like you have to use your inside leg if he's not listening. And he won't let you use the whip, so drag him out with the reins. Say, I'm not letting you fall in, buddy. I'll just drag you out if you're not listening. Because you can use a soft aid to move him out, but if he's totally oblivious to it, you might as well just drag him out. So he obviously doesn't understand.
What do you mean by drag him out?
I mean, if you're using your leg to push him out, he's kind of like this. Just take your reins and drag him out. That's what I mean. Just use your reins and left rein, right rein, both reins. Just, you know, if you were in a situation where you were going to run over somebody's, child, you'd get out and you wouldn't do it, right? You'd drag them over. You just literally take your left rein and say, get over there, buddy. I don't want to step on that child. So you're going to be forceful is what I'm saying. So, because the nuanced aids are great if they work, but if the horse says, oh yeah, keep squeezing, go ahead, you're going to have to say, well, this is not working. Good job. See, Mel, I already like that walk way better. Okay, go ahead when you're ready and pick up your trot again. Good. Then also go right back to your exercise. Say to yourself, can I lengthen the stride in all those different places? And they're going to answer the question a lot quicker, right? So then you can say, wow, he's going forward. I can start the bend right away then. And you can start bringing the nostril to the inside and saying, hey, while you're going forward like this, I want to make sure that I can open my inside rein a little bit and get that bend. That's it. Tap him up a little bit there, Angela. Exactly. Tap him up again. That's it. Good. And take a feel, Angela. Don't be shy. Bring that nostril in and let him know you want to develop those muscles over his back and over his neck. Mel, your activity is super. He's right into it. That means you can take that nostril in a little bit more, with a little more force if you have to show him, hey, I really do want the nostril to the inside while you're going forward. That way he'll think about giving you a rounder outline like that. But if you only bring the nostril in occasionally, he's only going to give you the round outline occasionally. So you have to keep saying, very good, Angela. Remember the length and stride part. Bring the nostril in more forcefully, Angela, because you're too kind. The boundaries aren't very clear. Exactly. Now the boundaries are not clear now. He feels like they were only clear for that 1 second. So make them clear again. Exactly. That's it, Angela. And you have the priority here, Mel. This is super. You've got the horse forward. So now you've got to see if you can get away with the bend. Remember, the more forward you get, the more you get to really take a good feel with your contact. Angela, I love that trot. There you go. That's the outline we want him to keep down the long side. So as you prepared for the turn, both turns you prepared, Angela, with more bend. So ride down the long side with more bend so he thinks you're getting ready for a turn. So as you go down the long side, Angela, get more bend. As soon as you come out of this corner, start letting him think, I'm getting ready to do a circle. Bend him more, I'm getting ready to do a circle. Bend him more, I'm getting ready to do a circle. Bend him more, I'm getting ready to do a circle. Bend him more, I'm getting ready to do a circle. See how that works? So use that trickery there, because you get a nicer outline. Mel, I love that. That's super. Okay, guys, when you're ready, back to walk. And at the walk, the first question you're going to ask is, can I bend my horse to the inside and soften? Can I slow the walk down? Can I move the walk forward? Can I bend my horse to the inside and soften? Can I slow the walk down? Can I move the walk forward? So you're gymnasticizing the horse's body as well as their mind. Go ahead and change direction when you're ready. That's it. You drag him over again if he does that to you, Mel.
Get up.
Good. Okay, you change direction. Go ahead and work on the bend and slowing the walk and stopping, etc. Remember, if you do slow the walk willingly, then go forward again. But then slow the walk again. This exercise you never have to do if your response to this exercise is immediate and relaxed and they give you a round out. But if you're walking along and not feeling that you're allowed to actual contact, then it's not allowed to actually slow down and walk forward again. Breathing inside that. A little more left hand.